Milwaukee Brewers fans and everyone else joining us, thank you for coming on to our Milwaukee Brewers Cincinnati Reds live stream today. The Milwaukee Brewers going after game 3 of a 4-game set, trying to sweep the Cincinnati Reds and stay in first place in the National League Central Division. I'm Jay. I am the daddy half of Sorgy Stories. Anthony is right now wrapping up a podcast, or will be in the latter stages of a podcast for the American Football Network. Go check them out as well. Give us a like on the video. Give us all the good stuff on this video. Make comments, join the stream in the comments, and absolutely, as the Brewers are on the banks of the Ohio River, taking on a Cincinnati Reds team that, let's just say, they're not doing as bad as we thought they were going to be this year. 6 games below 500. The Brewers are 4 games above 500. To do the math, really, Milwaukee's only 5 games ahead of the Reds. They're only a really small smidge, just a half a game ahead of the Pittsburgh Pirates in a division that not a lot of teams are, shall we say, playoff caliber in this division. So it's going to be more who survives versus who wins this thing outright crazy and proves that they belong. So, yeah, this Brewers team, they needed Cincinnati, though. They needed a team they could beat. And it's a squad that they've proven they can beat with the last couple. It's been a couple of challenging contests, games they almost blew, but they figured out a way to win. And, yeah, they're on the way. The kid's going to be joining us in a little bit. But feel free to put in the comments, say, hey, how you doing? Where are you watching from? How your Sunday afternoon is going? And all those things. It's a little bit different today with the stream because, number one, the kid is taking care of a podcast that he promised 2 of his cohorts in the YouTube world, American Football Network, that they would be doing today. Beyond that, though, it's also because we're trying to take care of some issues within the basement, trying to take care of some renovations that are necessary in the Sorgy Stories studios, as we call them. So today I'm coming to you on dining room cam in our dining room here in the palatial Sorgy estate in Philadelphia. But all of you, thank you for joining us. This Brewers team is putting themselves in position to probably be the 4 seed in the National League playoffs, assuming they hold on to first place. Let's open up the standings right now as we speak. Here's a complete picture. Milwaukee at 31 and 27. They are just, half game ahead of Pittsburgh. Cincinnati in 3rd place at 26 and 32, 5 games back. 25 and 32, 5.5 games back is the Cubs. And the slumping St. Louis Cardinals, they're only 6.5 back, 25 and 34. This is one of those divisions where you say, I'm not sure anyone wants to, quote unquote, win the division. Like, no one's really putting out the crazy effort to prove that they belong and that they deserve to be the clubhouse leader. It's the exact opposite. For example, the American League and the American League East. All 5 teams in that division have winning records. Tampa Bay at 41 and 19. The Orioles 4 games back at 36 and 22. The Yankees 6 games back, 35 and 25. Toronto 32 and 27. The Brewers just battled them. Toronto's 8.5 back. You move them into the National League Central, they lead that division. And then the Boston Red Sox at 30 and 28, 10 games back of Tampa Bay in the American League East. And they are in the fight. I mean, they would be in 2nd place, or 3rd place, really, in the National League Central. So it tells you that so much is just the luck of geography. I'm watching right now a live feed of the stadium just before first pitch. And someone with crazy red hair and a baseball logo is your first pitcher, it appears. And you got a red going down an autograph of the ball. It's like it's the red-haired, like afro haircut son or daughter of of Mr. Redleg and Rosie the Red. It's crazy. Christian Yelich is going to be leading off this game. Owen Miller, Rowdy Tellez, as we start things off at the top of the fourth inning. Taking on Ben Lively. He's going to be the starting pitcher for the Reds in this contest. Not as many things are set up with all the screens and everything else that we normally do just because life. It's been a crazy week here in the Sorgi household. Not a bad week in the end, but a bit of a crazy one. Things that I can't yet announce, but steps that we're taking to get to my next, which is going to be a very good thing. Let's see. I'm watching the game right now on a phone, so it's not the big, huge screen. The kid's going to be joining us from the upstairs studio where he's currently doing his podcast. So I'll be able to give you, he'll have a much better view than yours truly at parts of this. But yeah, absolutely, I can pay attention to this contest. It's so serene. The sounds here in the dining room, because you hear the outside, the wind blowing, the birds chirping. We got a bunch of nests in our hedges that surround the house. So I love that. But the upkeep is bonkers. I love having the greenery. I love all that. First pitch coming to Yelich. It was this weekend last year, as a matter of fact. Actually, no, next weekend, this year, as a matter of fact, when Christian Yelich pivoted to becoming a leadoff hitter from being in the cleanup spot where he just wasn't producing. The 2018 National League MVP just wasn't getting the job done. So they had to switch his role, change him around into a get on base kind of a guy. And he fails here as he grounds to second base to start the game. It's baseball. It's going to happen. It's going to happen in baseball, but that's okay. Owen Miller is Milwaukee's number 2 hitter. Milwaukee in the gray road uniforms today. The Reds in their traditional white home with red lettering. We were there, and for those of you that saw the thumbnail for today's live stream, you see the kid in Milwaukee Brewers blue and gold, surrounded by this big Cincinnati Reds oversized helmet in the concourse. It's a great American ballpark, a place that we had a ball in. That was his fifth stadium for a Milwaukee Brewers game. It's back when he was 2.5 years old. Cincinnati was close to a halfway point between Milwaukee and Charleston, West Virginia, where my wife is from, and where her parents lived. As Owen Miller goes on with a walk. So with one out, it's going to be Rowdy Tellez at bat. But the kid was 2.5. And we'd already been to his fourth stadium that year, trying to go to a new place every year. We went to see the Brewers play the White Sox in June. And then my schedule opened up with work, and he wasn't obviously yet in school. And we were able to swing it in late September to go to a weekday series between the Brewers and Reds in Cincinnati and surprise him with his grandparents showing up, which I found, that was such a blast. Such a great surprise to see his face when his grandparents showed up at the hotel in a neighboring room and just hanged out with us and went to the game, explored Cincinnati, explored the really cool aquarium across the river in Newport, Kentucky. Next time we go to Milwaukee or to a Brewers Reds game in Cincinnati, I want to park across the river in Newport as Tellez goes down on strikes, 2 down, run around first. I want to park across the river in Newport, Kentucky, and take the pedestrian bridge across that river. Oh, Tellez swung at a curveball that just dipped. Singleton coming up from Milwaukee. Lively's throwing a lot of curves, trying to keep the ball down the zone. But you can cross the Ohio River, and like just a couple blocks away is the stadium. I would love that experience. I would love that experience. To me, that'd be the ultimate. Do that. Get in early in the stadium. Go watch visiting BP. John Singleton at bat right now from Milwaukee. Big dude. 6 foot 256. Designated hitter today. It's like he's Rowdy Tellez with a beard. Bigger beard. He could be a fan favorite in Milwaukee. I really think so. Really think so. This guy produces for this team. He will be loved in this town. Seems like a meat and potatoes type of guy. Down to earth, fun. And he advances on a walk. So we got 2 runners on, 2 out. Coming up, second baseman, Andrew Montesterio. Another one of the young guns for the Crew. So far, they're doing very well at swing discipline, with a couple of exceptions, going for Lively's 12-6 curveballs. It's a bomb to the worst part of the park to hit a bomb, but it's gone. 3-run jack. Andrew Montesterio. First home run, first RBI, 3-zip. The Crew. Sorry, Toll Road. Sorry, C&J. But the Crew is in the lead, and there's Montesterio's snag of the cheese head on his head as he high-fives his teammates. Oh, is that beautiful. Oh, is that beautiful. As Blake Perkins comes up. I mean, you look at Montesario's stats. Major leagues, that was his first home. First home run. It's a 3-run jack. First career home run. It gives the Crew the lead. I love it. To all of you who are joining us, make sure you like this video. Make sure you're subscribing. Hit the bell for notifications when videos come. We had to take this week off because of a lot of stuff going on a business sense for me. And some good things. We're advancing towards what my next is going to be. So that's why we had to take this week off of vids. But the vlog will be back later this week. We'll have Friday Faith coming, and we'll keep doing the sports stuff. We got new sports content we're looking at, too. A lot of things we can be experimenting with. Things that could stick around. Things we want to develop. 1 and 2 count on Perkins. High cheese swung at for strike 3. Lively ends the inning, but Montessario with a bomb to what I didn't think that ball was going to get out of here. It was to the deepest part of center field, right by it. And it had enough on it to hit the top of the wall and go. And for his first major league home run, so cool. Milwaukee 3, Cincinnati, nothing. So go into the comments. Tell us where you're watching from. Give your reactions to this game or whatever else you want to talk about. It has been a week. It has been a bonkers week for us. Been a bit of a crazy road trip, too, for the Brewers, as a matter of fact. A team that right now is better than 2 out of 3 odds of making the playoffs. But according to baseballreference.com, there's a 2.6% chance of winning the World Series. Milwaukee's won 4 out of 6. Beat San Francisco last Sunday. Lost 2 out of 3 to Toronto on the road in a series that someday when Anthony is not in school, I would love to take him to. As one of our sayings that we have yet to get to. 16 down, 14 to go for us for Brewers games, by the way. But we've won the last 2 in Cincinnati. And now could get to 3, and it could be 4. Kevin Newman coming up for the Reds. First pitch swinging and first pitch diving and grabbing the ball. Rowdy Tellez for the first out. And Adrian Hauser says, thank you. Man can move. Big dude can move. I apologize. I haven't had lunch yet today. This is going to be a little bit of a mukbang as well. So today lunch is grapes and birria tacos, homemade. Not restaurant quality necessarily, but homemade. What's on your snack table? What's on your lunch table? Comment. Tell us. We're actually in, for those who have just joined us, I'm sitting in right now the Palatial Sorgi Estate dining room while the kid is wrapping up a podcast with American Football Network and will be coming on afterward. Hence the delay and why it's only a solo act right now. on our live stream. The outfield is Yelich, Weimer, and Perkins from Milwaukee. Owen Miller, Bryce Terang, Monasterio, and Tellez from third to first, and Victor Caratini behind the mound. Or behind the plate, I should say. Yeah, if he was behind the mound, everything would be a wild pitch or pass ball, I think. That wouldn't be good. Magic Man. Hey, thank you for stopping in. Kid's going to be here at some point, but not yet. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, this team needed success this week. And next week is going to be a bit of an up-down week in terms of the competition for the crew. Milwaukee is going to be hosting Baltimore, one of the top teams in baseball. I couldn't have said that years ago, even last year. But when we went to see Milwaukee play at Baltimore, you sensed that team had something, especially with Cedric Mullins. He had a grand slam when we were there, but Milwaukee took a 5-4 win. In fact, go check out that vlog. That was a funny game because that's where Willie Adames, who's injured, by the way, still, hoping to get back against Baltimore this week. But where he had a hole in his pants that he got during the late 6th inning, early 7th inning. And we were with this group of like high school kids that were all sitting in the same section as we were. And they kept yelling, "Willie, you have a hole in your pants." And first out of the inning, nice grounder, a second in Monasterio. And it was such a blast. And they saw we were having fun with them, even though we were out rooting for a different team. We realized they're just having fun. Nice 1-2-3 inning. Milwaukee gets out of it with a 3-0 lead. But that video, which we did with Just Call Me Annie, had so much fun. It was such a blast. So go check that out on our Sorty Stories channel. But, yeah, that Orioles team, when we saw that, when we were at that game, that showed they had something. They had something. Magic Man saying, you've seen the Vegas sports book betting. They literally have the Cardinals as underdogs in every game, so they're thinking 0-17. Yes, they're underdogs in every single game, and if you literally go by that, you're right. Funny part is about baseball. The best teams in history lost at least 45 games. The worst teams in history won at least 45. So St. Louis is going to win some. And the fact is, they're only 6 games back of the Brewers. This is a wide open division. Anyone can grab it. If St. Louis gets their stuff together, watch out. Anything can happen. The Brewers need to build some distance here. Burrito tacos the break. That's right, Magic Man. I should remember that. That is your world as Bryce Terang comes to the plate to start. Start this inning against Lively. Yeah. And even with the NFL, only less than a handful of teams have ever not won a game in a season. They'll win something. Terang with a pop to center. One out there. But that is hilarious. And remember that Vegas, though, they're not predicting wins and losses. What they're doing is putting the point spread at the level where 50% are going to vote for one team and bet on one team, 50% are going to bet on the other. Victor Caratini now at the plate. So it's not a perfect description of what every team, of what every game is going to be. Another pop into center. That one drops. Caratini on base with one out. Who was the worst, Magic Man asked, the worst zero team? When the Browns did it, the Lions did it, or the Buccaneers? I would say Tampa Bay in 1976 because they had so little to work with in terms of talent. I mean, they were sorry. They weren't even competitive in like any games, seemingly. 1, 2, 3, double play. As Weimer ends that inning, not so good for Milwaukee. They still have a 3-0 lead, though. But, yeah, I mean, here, I'll look it up while we're talking. Make sure I don't lose the barbecue. Tampa Bay that year. While we're talking here at the break. This is what I love about this format, is that with baseball, there's enough time between pitches, even with this pitch clock. And with the nature of the sport, you can still weave stories back and forth and talk about other stuff in life in the middle of the game. As I look at it, not only were they horrible in terms of going 0-14, they only had 3 out of 14 games that were within a one-score lead. I mean, they were putrid. They gave up no less than 24 points in any of their last 7 games in an era when teams didn't score. I mean, they were bad. And then like weeks 12 and 13, they're playing the eventual champion Oakland Raiders. And then the week after that, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were doing it on the road. They got outscored 91-16 in those games, folks. They were bad. They were horrible. I mean, they had nothing. Hauser back on the mound to start the bottom of the second. Buccaneers' first win. I will not look online to get the answer. And who drafted Bo Jackson? Well, I mean, that was Tampa Bay. The only thing is, he was playing baseball. He was not going to play for that franchise, and I wouldn't blame him. He had an option. He used it. Jake Fraley in for Cincinnati at the plate. For those joining us, I am Jay. I am Daddy of Sorgy Stories. Anthony right now is wrapping up a podcast, or in the latter stages of a podcast with American Football Network. So once that's done, he joins us. And we'll do our usual thing as the Brewers are taking on the Cincinnati Reds in Cincinnati. Make sure you're liking, sharing, subscribing, and hitting that bell. And when we say share, say, hey, this is what I'm watching. Come join us. Come join us. Easy grounder to second for the out. If you go to my Instagram, by the way, Bob Uecker's not in Cincinnati. He's only doing home games, obviously, as part of his arrangement with the Brewers. He's only doing home games. He was at, I believe this weekend was the Vince Lombardi Golf Classic, which he always plays every year. And ESPN Milwaukee, the sister station to my old station back in Milwaukee, WTMJ, interviewed him. This man may be the funniest man alive. The funniest guy alive. Hey, how you doing, Scott Michelle? Thank you for stopping in from Metro Chicago, unless you're traveling. Who drafted John Wayne in the NFL? He was a football player back in the day. Nice stab at third and throw for the out. Second out of the inning. Nice job there. I will guess Washington did. Just stabbing out of the blue. I'm going to guess Washington. Easy inning, thanks to some great third base play by Owen Miller. Milwaukee going to the third with a 3-zip advantage. Ah, you got us, Magic Man. Nice. John Wayne, probably some random linebacker from South Dakota State or something. No relation.
Hi, everyone.
Here. How you doing?
I'm good.
I would hope you're good after I saw you just about maybe an hour ago.
Yeah. Good game so far, eh?
Very, very. How's the podcast?
Good. It
awesome.
Turned out well. I don't know when that's coming out, but
okay.
But yeah.
Sweet. We currently have in the chat Magic Man and Adventures of Scott and Michelle, as you are probably going to be able to beautify this broadcast much better than my lack of graphics.
I don't have any. I don't have any for
That's okay.
Ice cream truck's here.
Ice cream, go get ice cream.
I think it's leaving, isn't it? Yeah, it's gone. Come back, Mr. Softy.
Hopefully you're not hearing an echo back and forth. Happy Hodag. Hey.
But yeah, I don't have anything of Great American Ballpark. So yeah.
Watch, I can fix that.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Bear with me as I attempt to. I may not be able to with my graphics program while we're doing the stream, so forgive me. There is a woman at this game who has a mega-sized chain. It's like, oh, who was the rapper who had the chain the size of my upper body?
50 Cent, 2 Chainz, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre.
Okay, any one of them.
Okay.
And she has this Brewers logo, as Yelich rounds to second. This Brewers logo that covers the entire size of her stomach.
Okay.
And she's not built like Simone Biles either, so it's more like me.
Okay. Oh, I just saw it. Yeah, that's pretty big. and she's still keeping score.
She is doing the scorecard thing.
Yes.
With Flava Flav. Flava Flav's Brewers chain around her neck. That takes skill.
Nick the Legend has a Phillies chain, but it's not that big.
Oh, great catch by Cincinnati.
What the heck? You're
bomb.
Right. Hold on.
Bomb by Miller. Great catch right by the right field wall on a shot by Miller.
Oh, hold on, I'm not live. Let me update this.
That could have been dangerous.
Okay, there we go. I'm at 2 outs now in the top of the third.
Okay. I mean, I'll need you to manage the graphics while I'm creating a graphic for you here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a D ball caught there by the right fielder. All right, let's go, Rowdy.
You got two guys built like Rowdy Tellez in this lineup today from Milwaukee.
Rowdy and John Singleton?
Yes.
Singleton DHing?
Yep, he's built like me, big dude.
Oh, yeah, because he was first base yesterday. That was his first MLB game since 2015.
Yeah.
And that one is way outside, so 2-1 now to Big Rowdy. Cody Hankins in the house. Good to see you, Cody. Saw you last night in the Ballard chat.
There you go. There you go, Rowdy. Face hit action.
So now it will be the cleanup man up for the Brew Crew. And that will be, we're seeing a replay, so I don't know who that will be. Nice single there by Rowdy, though. Nice contact. I like it. It will be still waiting. Still waiting. John Singleton. I thought he would be batting. You know who he looks like? He looks like Eric Thames.
That's true. I should have thought of that.
He's a bigger version of Eric Thames, so they both have a big beard. And they both wear like an elbow guard too.
I don't think Singleton has the upper body build, shall we say?
No.
Like the I'm going to go win a Mr. Universe competition build that Thames had.
Yeah.
Built a little more like me.
So 2-0 now to Singleton.
Which I think makes him eminently.
It makes him huh? Okay, we have
eminently. You'll learn.
Okay, you're back.
Frozen
You
me?
were frozen. Yeah, you were frozen.
Okay. I'm probably trying to do too many things on the computer, and that's playing a part. So.
Maybe. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. So 3-1 now to Singleton. One man on 2 outs here on the top of the third. Lively with a 39 pitch count. And it's going to go to the first baseman, who will get the toss to Lively. Out 3. So it will be the. Oh, and Rowdy is okay. I don't know what Rowdy was talking about there, but yeah. So mid-third, and the Brewers are up 3-0. I'll be right back.
Okay. As I hold this broadcast together while I'm mukbanging and enjoying my burrito tacos, while also trying to simultaneously create a graphic for the kid, which isn't always easy. But very doable. Uh-oh. I think someone has some plans. Someone has some plans for doing something. Oh, hey, kid. He's currently getting his lunch together while I build our live stream background and put it in progress.
I'm getting no lunch. I already had lunch. I'm getting ice cream.
Oh, okay. What's the brand today?
I need something cold.
Is your Bryce cookie cream?
No, it's not Bryce cookies and cream. It's Bryce chocolate chip cookie dough.
Oh, well, yeah, that's I keep forgetting that's what you love more. That's on me.
Who eats cookies and cream ice cream?
A lot of people.
I know, I'm just saying that.
A lot of people do, kid.
No, there's no super clutch. Okay.
Okay.
Well, it's in the snack cabinet.
While you're hearing our discussion about ice cream and other things, I know we saw you earlier with that, Cody. How you doing? How you doing?
Is the dishwasher clean or dirty?
It is clean. That's going to be a post-game project for us. Central now up against Hauser in the bottom of the third inning.
Boo sends out. Boo, boo.
I sent you the graphic, kid.
Huh?
I sent you the graphic
Oh, thank you.
to actually doctor up and make our graphics look professional. Or at least reasonable on my end. This reminds me of back when Fox years ago did a Cardinals-Cubs game at Wrigley where they had Joe Buck and Tim McCarver as the broadcast crew, but the graphics were different every inning. And they went through the history of broadcast television and how broadcasts look and looked. From like the 1947 World Series, which was the first Major League Baseball games ever broadcast nationally, to the modern times.
I have a trivia question for everyone.
Okay.
What was the first football game ever televised? Without looking it up.
One out. Senzel retired on the ground at a short. I know that answer. I'm not going to broadcast it to the world. Benson now up for the Reds.
Also, the Vikings have paid off their stadium debt like 20 years early.
Wow.
I just saw like an hour ago or so
If you didn't hear that,
a video from that McAfee show about it.
if you didn't hear that, the Minnesota Vikings paid off their stadium debt 20 years early.
It was 20 something. I think it was more than 40.
That's a good sign.
It's a bad sign for us.
But it's a good sign in general about stadiums and about
Yeah.
stadium funding, which is a big issue. We all know that. It's now,
But it means they have more money to spend on their players.
but they can't. They can only spend so much.
Yeah, I know, but like some teams don't spend any. But some
Trust me, the Vikings spend. They don't spend smartly, but they spend. I mean, single for Benson. The first base runner of the game for Milwaukee, so there will be no no-hitter. Unfortunately. What's the weather in Cincinnati today? It can get downright steamy in that city. It's only 79 today. But I totally get why in Cincinnati you've got the road team wearing gray and the home team wearing white on Sunday. Because it gets hot.
So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking this up to make sure that I have this. Correct. The first ever football game televised was on
Nick the
October
Legend.
1939. Hey
Mhm.
Nick. And it was
Nice job, Owen Miller.
It was when the this isn't. Oh yeah. When the Brooklyn Dodgers hosted the Philadelphia Eagles at
Yep.
Ebbets Field.
Yep.
I was getting questions mixed up, and what I meant to say was, what was the first ever night night football game?
Nice guess. Right city, right year, wrong team. First ever night football game. Are we talking NFL? Are we talking college? Are we talking? Ooh, pick off! Pick off! He's out. They're out of the inning. Oh, but he's hurt. First second baseman's hurt.
I just have to find the exact. I know one of the teams. Oh, who is it? Andrew Montesoro?
Yep.
Yeah.
The guy who smashed the 3-run homer in the first.
Oh.
It looks like he got smashed during the collision as the Reds player was trying to scramble back to second in order to not get picked off. They ruled that he did not, that he got back on time. Oh my gosh, he did get back on time. Ridiculous slide. Ridiculous slide. It looks like, based on this angle, that he just got to the bag in time because he pulled up his right arm. He pulled up his right arm to avoid the tag. Yeah, he's safe. I don't like it, but it's a good call. Coyote Hankins, the jersey that the kid is wearing today is the best baseball jersey ever made. The 1982 Milwaukee Brewers road jersey. The Brewers need to bring that back.
Yes, they do.
We may have some discussions about baseball jerseys. Stay tuned. We'll see.
Yeah, we very well may. I'm currently just making. Okay, so let me actually. Oh, well, that was not supposed to happen.
Random sound effects.
So, well, no, I wasn't trying to make the sound effect. So, the question was, what team won the first night football game? Nick, the legend, should know this.
Okay. Speaking of, yes, we all agree. Awesome jersey. Awesome jersey.
Also, the Team USA women have won the 3-on-3 FIBA World Cup basketball tournament, and the men claim the silver. How did we lose something in basketball? That team is a disappointment to American basketball. We can't lose anything. We're supposed to win everything in basketball.
I have a question, Nick the Legend. Has thermonuclear war been declared? And that's when Castellanos hit a home run or something?
Nick is correct. Baseball's Philadelphia Athletics, managed by Connie Mack, and the Philadelphia Phillies formed professional football teams in 1902, joining the Pittsburgh Stars in their first attempt at a pro football league, named the National Football League. The Athletics won the first night game ever played, 39-0 over the Conewealla Athletic Club at Elmira, New York, November 21st, 1902. That is per usefultrivia.com's NFL trivia page.
Long fly ball to right field, out. We go to 4.
But yeah. Okay, now I'm going to dig in on this ice cream.
Excellent. Who are we voting for to send Brewers to the All-Star game? Brewers, period. I believe in balanced stuffing for my team. Doesn't mean they deserve it. It doesn't mean they deserve it. That's just how I do it because I'm a fan.
I have my list of. I don't vote for the Brewers that they tell me to vote for, because I think that some of those guys on that list don't deserve it compared to other Brewers. Hold on, let's do this. Come on, let's go. So my catcher's William Contreras. First base is Rowdy Tellez, obviously. Second base is not Bryce Terang. I think that's who they have. Do they have Bryce Terang? Whoever it is they have. I actually vote for Owen Miller. He has a great OPS. And Mequan's own. So
Yes.
go Owen. Shortstop, obviously Willie Adames. And then third, I voted Brian Anderson. And then outfield, Yelich. Council's mad.
Probably about that call.
Yeah.
Second base, yes.
Yelich, Weimer, and Garrett Mitchell are my votes for the outfield. And then DH, Jesse Winker has no homers and a terrible, terrible stats. So I'm going to try to find someone else to vote for there, but I'm not sure who.
But it all makes up for it with Mequan's best restaurant, Zafiro's Pizza.
The finest.
That's what we should do every time Owen Miller hits a home run. Behold the power of Zafiro's.
I thought Zafiro's was in
Milwaukee thin
Milwaukee.
crust pizza. What's that?
I thought Zafiro's was in Milwaukee.
It is, but they also we went to the location in Mequon.
Okay, yeah, I just don't
Right
remember.
theater.
Oh yeah, that one. Okay, I remember where we're talking about now.
Behold the power of Milwaukee thin crust pizza.
Yes.
Oh, I miss it. Not like I don't love good East Coast pizza. Great za here on the East Coast. It's just different.
It
That's what I
is.
grew up with. Phillies All-Star Game. Trey, Cody, Alec, Bryce, BCIB, Schwartz, Cassiano,
Marshy.
And Wheels, yes, deserves it.
Yes, Wheels. Sorry, Arnola, you don't deserve it. Who else doesn't deserve it? Everyone else, essentially, almost.
Despite us being just 1 degree of Kevin Bacon away from Aaron Noah. Since we know one of his old teachers.
Hold on. Who did I say? Garrett Mitchell. Yeah, Mitchell there. Garrett Mitchell. And I need to figure out who I'm going to vote for DH. Because Winker has a 204 average, 0 homers, 13 ribbies, and a 546 OPS on the year.
Nice.
Not nice. That's terrible.
Shot on the hands. I thought it was going to be he was going to be safe, but Brousseau's out.
Yep.
How's the ice cream kid?
It's not bad. It's good. I've had better. I could go for some. I could go for Rita's right now.
It's right down the street, maybe.
Rita's frozen drink, mango.
Ooh.
Or
do they hold safe?
Yeah.
Oh, he missed a. Oh, did he miss the bag? Because he
told me he missed the bag. I think that when he hit the bag, Rousseau's foot was there.
Because Lively's foot missed the first time, but I think it slid on the top and touched before Brousseau got there. So they ruled it out. I think that's the right call.
Nick, it's from Acme.
Look at his right foot. Yep, he kicked the bag before Brousseau got there. Okay. So it's a good call. I'm not happy, but it's a good call.
Yeah, that's a good call. Nick, it's from Acme. It's Briars. It's nothing too fancy. Or go down to your local Dollar Tree and get some Philadelphia water ice. With Richmond's ice cream, both available.
We went to a Richmond's last weekend. Mommy and I went out there on a little mini date. Really good. Really good. It's not as great as Milwaukee frozen custard.
No.
Really good anyway.
Did you just say not? Okay, obviously nothing's going to be as great as frozen custard.
The greatest cheesecake ever made is not as good. Sorry, Mommy, but creme brulee is not as good as Cops frozen custard.
Creme brulee is good, but it's not Cops.
Nope. Now, what happens when Cops makes creme brulee frozen custard?
Not as good as chocolate, probably.
Deep center, not enough.
Come on, Perkins. You should hit another bomb.
If that's hit down one of the one of the foul lines, it's a homer.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
But baseball's proven it is not easy to pull the ball. It simply is not.
Oh, I'm trying to pull up the Brewers hitting stats so I can figure out who else I want to vote for the All-Star game.
He's not able to necessarily be in the chat at the moment, but we are getting some love from the toll road. He is a Cincinnati Reds fan, but he's still good people. Still good people. As Lively is now pitching against Bryce Terang. For the Crew, 2 out, nobody on, top 4. And he popped it up. Ooh, almost a drop. But it ends the top of the 4th.
Yeah, almost. Do I want to vote for a guy with 4 homers and a 671 OPS, or a guy with 1 homer and a 1,100 OPS who's only played 2 games?
While you answering that question, kid, did you get the background?
Hold on. I gotta pull up my Gmail.
Yes, please. Devin Williams gave us all a heart attack, but he's still perfect on saves this year.
Not him. Didn't give him a heart attack. He gave me a heart attack, though.
I was not watching the game because I was napping.
He was napping while on the other side of the wall where he's napping. I was having like 2 heart attacks per every half second.
Oh my gosh.
I love D-Will, but he makes me crazy sometimes.
Yeah. Pirates are on cruise control right now. Nick says, never thought he'd ever say that.
And somehow we're still winning the division.
The Brewers are still half game ahead at the moment. I will be right back to move my perishables back into the fridge.
Okay.
So I shall be right back.
So now it's time to vote for everyone's least favorite league, the American League, for my All-Star voting. Who do I like? Okay, so first base, I'm gonna vote for Anthony Rizzo because I like Anthony Rizzo. At second base, we're not voting Jose Altuve. We are not voting. Who else are we not voting? We're not gonna vote for. No, there's no one else I really don't like. I don't like Altuve because he's on Astros. We're gonna vote for Andres Jimenez. I like him. Then we're gonna vote for third base Jace Peterson. He used to be on the Brewers. Shortstop, we're gonna vote for Anthony Volpe. Catcher, Yasmanian Devil. Braden in the house, good to see you. Outfield, who do we want to vote for in the outfield? We're going to vote for Aaron Judge. We're going to vote for Hunter Renfroe. He used to play for the Brewers. Are there any former Brewers on here that I like? Actually, no. We're not going to vote for Aaron Judge. We're going to vote for Mike Trout. And we're going to vote for, instead of Judge, we're going to vote... We are going to go with... Now we're going to go... I'm going to go Julio Rodriguez. That's who I'm going to go with. And DH in the AL is going to be... Not Justin Turner. Shohei Ohtani. We're going to go Shohei. Deep ball off of the wall. Joey Weimer gets it off a bounce. So the Reds have McClain pulling up to second base. That was Adrian Hauser's 40th pitch. Nick, yeah, I know you love Mike Trout. Yeah, I'm a big Rizzo guy. That's he's awesome. I'm a big fan of him. So now we are going to Do I really have to put in all my info again? Oh, that's annoying. Shouldn't do that to me. Okay, we're just going to do that quick. Oh, no. We want like, yeah. Boom. 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 I'm not a robot. Thank you, MLB, for being nice to me today. And then I'm just going to vote for the same guys over and over again. Oh, there. Am I going to have to click I'm not a robot like 10 more times? Yes, I am. Okay. So 2-1 now to Jonathan India. Okay, and the Brewers have just gotten 5 votes from me. That one has gone foul. So now 2-2. Count. Okay, here I have the background I need now. And hold on, folks. I just have to do something quickly with this. So bear with us here as I grab this.
Not allowing me in the stream.
Oh. Hold on.
There we go.
The magic of StreamYard. Just click one button, put someone else on the screen.
Of course.
The magic of turning because what you have to do is switch the 1-person layout to a 2-person layout, and then it'll work.
I figured that out.
Yeah. Okay. 3-2.
I thought previously it would just reinsert you if you were already on, but no.
Well, no, because I set up the custom ones.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm getting this background right now. I have to insert it to Canva and get all the background stuff in.
He's being a graphic artist while he's talking about these All-Star picks, so that takes skill. Nice stop, but a bad throw. At least it wasn't an error.
See, I don't like Mike Purcell. He annoys me. I know I just voted him for the All-Star game, but he annoys me.
Well, it's one of those moments.
Furious back. Where's Brian Anderson? That's my question. Where in the heck is Brian Anderson today?
Brousseau did a ridiculous job to get that ball from going down the line. It was an errant throw.
He's Luis
It wasn't the exact
Urias,
result we wanted.
He's Luis Urias, except he can't make the throw.
So, but he at least successfully kept the lead runner at second.
Sure. Good.
I mean, so it's better than it could have been, is what I'm saying.
Okay, Brewers.
I'm happy about it, but it could have been worse.
Reds. Oh, I like that picture, Daddy.
Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna flip that in. Download. PDF. Okay, and give me about 20 seconds.
All right, thank you.
And present slide.
Picture comes from our 5th stadium to go to a Brewers game when we went to Cincinnati to see the Brewers play the Reds.
Not Google Slides, but these. I don't want custom files. All files. Recent. 1-0 now to Fraley. Live stream graphic 10.
And they felt the breeze off that swing by Fraley on that striking Kentucky. There you go.
Teamwork makes the dream work, folks.
Thank you. Great job, kid.
Thank you to you for getting that up to get it to me.
No problem. Just grab it from the Facebooks from 2012.
Adrian Hauser with his first disengagement of the at-bat.
If you see the angle where we're shooting that, we had 3rd row seats down the third baseline for ridiculously cheap prices because It was late in that season, and the Reds were squat. So
just for anyone wondering why I'm tracking disengagements, 3 disengagements per at bat equals a pitch clock violation, which will result in a. Oh, guess who it is? From the great state of Georgia, as the Zach Brown band says, where the peaches grow. Vic2 Productions.
And our first out, thank you, Christian Yelich. Heck of a throw. Heck of a throw. What makes the rule so terrible?
Nick, I'm giving you a hard time, but says the dude who at the start of the year was the only one out of any person in our class that actually liked the pitch clock.
I have grown to appreciate its purpose. I am not a fan of the way it's implemented.
They're messing up the game.
It needs to be done with more with more of an eye to context of the moment. It also needs to change the punishment, and I've said this 10,000 times. Make it a foul system, and if you commit too many times, you're out of the game.
Just get rid of it.
But don't have it decide balls and strikes. It's just pathetic.
Get rid of it.
1, 2, out of the inning. Boom. Keep that lead.
That was a 5-4-3?
That was a 5-4-3 turned by Miller. Actually, so that would make it a 6-4-3.
Third baseman to second baseman to first baseman.
Favorite Brewer of all time?
Ryan Braun.
Cecil Cooper, baby. Cecil Cooper and, of course, Hank Aaron. He played there for 2 years.
Yeah, Cody, the shift, I love the shift because it's just like, it's the idea of small ball. Small ball is what makes baseball great, and it's just the fun analytical side of it that I enjoy because it's like seeing there is a 90% chance that X player is going to hit it to X side of the field. Agreed, Nick. Agreed. And let players have standing ovations. Thank you. Also, Albert Pujols making his broadcasting debut.
Ooh.
I haven't heard him, but I like the idea. I think what we need, is ESPN Plus exclusive cast. I think we need Pujols and Molina.
That could be fun. That could be fun.
Whether that's on ESPN Plus or they could do that for ESPN Deportes.
More fun of an ESPN cast. Bob Uecker and Tim Dillard.
I'm for it. Tim Dillard, I love BA and Rock so much, but I love Jeff Levering and Tim Dillard.
Yes.
Like, they're so great because Jeff yesterday was talking about how he threw a basketball across the street, across Pete Rose Way in Cincinnati. To like some kids that have lost their basketball. And Tim says, "Did you mention that it was a mini basketball?"
Nice.
And Jeff says, "No, we're not mentioning that." He's like, it makes it sound less impressive.
And I always harken back to 2012 and Tim Dillard doing Tim Kurkjian of ESPN. Mm-hmm. Greatest impersonation of Tim Kurkjian ever. Go check that out. Caratini's up to start this fifth inning. Today is a reason why. And days that are hotter than today, especially sunny days, are reasons why you need to have a white home uniform and why you need to have, or at least a light home uniform and a light road jersey. Because, oh, get going! Wow! That was almost out of the stadium by Caratini. Oh my gosh!
Halfway up those right field seats.
Higher than halfway.
No, it was like halfway. I saw it.
That thing nearly landed in the Ohio River.
Second deck. Or no, that wasn't second deck. That was first deck. Yeah, there's only one deck in the outfield. No, it landed right above. It was about halfway.
Okay. Still just bonkers distance.
90 up in the zone. So, you know what that calls for, folks. Put the cheese heads on. Joey Weaver up.
Nice.
And that swing immaculate with a little bat flip. It wasn't really a bat flip, but the bat drop.
Thank you, Scott Michelle.
And Weimer pulls one down the line. That's going to go foul.
Kid in a Pirates jersey grabbing that ball. Looked like
no, it's a Mbappe jersey.
Oh, okay.
I saw on the back it said Mbappe.
I'm watching right now on my phone. You have a much bigger screen in front of you, so.
Mine's not that big. Well, I mean, it's bigger than a phone. It's like, I think, like 48 inches.
Ooh, great question. Great question. Great answer for Philly.
Any player in your team history. So if I'm adding any player to play for the Brewers in our history,
that could count.
I thought Nick was asking if I'm like adding another player to like the Brewers. If like I'm adding a player,
right? But you're adding them from your team's history.
Oh, I have to add them from the team's history. Oh, okay, easy. I'm gonna add. Can I add it to a different year's team?
You would add a player from your team history to your current team today.
Dang it, I was gonna say add 2021 Corbin Burns to the 2018 Brewers. But
yeah, that team would have won a World Series.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This year, I don't know about that. That's kind of hard.
Gotta go Robin.
Yeah, but I feel like Robin played shortstop, and we don't really need shortstop.
And center. He won MVPs at both positions.
True, but we don't need a center fielder either.
You could grow with Robin Yount. You'd be better with Robin Yount in either spot.
Oh, who do I want? Okay, so I like Owen Miller at second base. I like Willie at short. I think this team needs another pitcher. They need healthy pitching. That's what they need. They need healthy pitching. So.
Nice pick.
Yeah, that's true, Nick.
True.
I think that I'm adding.
You can maybe argue Molitor at third.
You could argue Molitor at third, but Brian, I'm trying to think of what pitcher I want to add because I want to add a pitcher because I feel like we're losing these blowouts.
Raleigh, I mean, in relief.
Yeah, but I want a starter. I'm thinking of like a good starter.
Yelich walks, 2 on, nobody out.
Yelich, 2 on.
Give me, if you have to pick a pitcher, and I would still go with Yount for the Brewers.
Yeah.
But if you have to pick a starting pitcher, I would go circa 1986 Teddy Higuera.
I'm going to go with that. I was thinking like maybe Ben Sheets or someone like that. But yeah, I'll go Teddy Higuera.
I'm going
Now
to this for 20 years.
if I could get Juan Nieves no hitter every game, then I'd take that.
Yeah, you're not going to get that every game.
Exactly.
But the guy was magical in 1986. He had a WAR of 9.4. He led all of Major League Baseball. 20-11 with a 2.79 ERA. Granted, complete games in 1986 were much more plentiful than they are now.
Yeah.
But he had 15 complete games.
Woo! Corbin Burns averages like one complete game a year.
Yeah. And do we have another Brewers run scoring? Yes, we do.
Woo woo! Woo woo!
Owen Miller.
Driving Weems home. So it is the number 3 batter, Rowdy Tellez.
Oh, he could explode this game with one swing.
Rowdy.
Pops it up.
Boo.
Unproductive out. It's not just that it's an out, it's an unproductive one. And he just like walks and sulks into
Oh,
his
he yelled. He yelled at himself. He's
he's mad at himself. Oh, wait, whoa. Greg Maddux on the Cubs. Death to all who face him.
The Cubs have good pitching, but like they have 3 good pitchers, but Justin Steele's on the IL now. He's on the 15-day. The Cubs just stink, and I don't like them.
Ooh, do we have somebody hurt in the stands? Or is it just someone searching for a ball?
Looks like it hit a kid in the leg.
Dude.
But he sat down. He looks fine.
Okay.
He was just grimacing a little bit. But if he lived in Philly, he would not be grimacing at all. He'd be like, yeah. That's the thing is, I feel like when we moved here, I was a lot less tough than I am now. Now, if a whiff of ball hits me, I just kind of shake it off.
You've grown some backbone. That's awesome. That's awesome, Cal.
John Singleton, that's inside. 2-1. Let's go, John.
Ooh, interesting looking lively. You bring up Greg Maddux. I was even thinking this morning, who's my all-time baseball starting 5?
Nolan Ryan. Satchel Paige.
My lefties are Koufax and Spahn.
Oh yeah, Sandy Koufax.
My righties.
Koufax, Ryan. Koufax, Ryan. Who's the other guy I said? Koufax, Ryan. Satchel Paige.
Yes. I agree with Paige. Strikeout of Singleton. Runner first down, third, but 2 out now. I know I got Paige as a righty. I know I would have
Randy Johnson.
Here are the 2 guys that I would consider though as well. Maddux and Pedro Martinez. And Bob Gibson. Definitely Bob Gibson.
Oh yeah, Bob Gibson too.
Gibson, Page, and then it's a battle for the final spot between Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, Greg Maddux, and Pedro Martinez.
So I'm going to go Koufax, Ryan. What about like Bob Feller?
Maybe.
Gibson, Ryan, Page, Koufax, and I'm gonna go with Randy Johnson.
Here's the thing. I read this morning. Pedro, from 1997 to 2003, in the midst of the steroid era, dominated everybody. At the time when run scoring was at its biggest.
Did he dominate Marco McGuire and Sammy Sosa?
That would be interleague play, so I'd have to look.
Okay. Was there an interleague play at that point?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was. But just think about this. From 1997 to 2003, 7 seasons in that span, in an era that was the biggest run-scoring era in the history of the game. Let me read off these ERAs at you. 1.90, 2, which led the league. 2.89, 2.07, 1.74, 2.39, 2.26, 2.22. That's just off the charts. In 2000, his WAR was 11.7.
Wow.
I mean, and like in in 1997, Major League Stats. Let's see. Runs per game. Look here. An era of 4.77 runs per game. His ERA that year was almost, it was 2.83 runs per game less than the league.
Wow.
I mean, you can go back to Bob Gibson when he went 1.12 in 1968. Back that year, it was only 3.42 per game.
Wow.
In terms of league average scoring. So what Pedro did in 1997 in that context was even greater than Bob Gibson's 1.12.
Man.
That's why Pedro, I think, gets it above anybody else in terms of getting the top spot.
This Wednesday's Casamigos Tequila MLB Network Showcase is the Yankees and the White Sox for anyone more.
You can't touch that stuff, kid. I don't even touch that stuff.
It was funny because I saw on the Brewers game, I saw Casamigos, and I thought that was supposed, because I know what Casa means.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that that meant like that it was like that it was where, because it's right where like the Johnson Controls like whole like party area.
Yeah.
Or where like that like kind of businessy atmosphere party thing is, whatever you want to call it. So I thought that they had converted that into like it was supposed to be like a house, like a party house. And then I saw on Sunday Night Baseball, it was like Casamigos Tequila. I'm like, oh, so Casamigos, really big company.
Now my head. Ooh, Stevenson of the Reds almost walked towards first and got run up by a house strike. Love it. But now my head.
Adrian has to pitch the ball. I'm getting tired of.
Oh, nice. What up? Simple grounder to second.
Oh, and Miller. Good play.
Pitching to contact. You don't always need to fireball 110-mile-an-hour pitches. Just pitch to contact that's going to produce an out. Nick Senzel in the game.
It's a miracle. The A's are winning a game.
It's not a miracle. They beat the Braves in a series.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Have you seen their run differential?
Oh, they stink. They stink, but they can win games here and there.
MLB run. Here, let me find the MLB run differential. The A's run differential is -210. Take a guess who has the top run differential and what the number is.
I will guess Baltimore +108.
Baltimore +108. Oh. Okay, so you're wrong on both.
Okay.
Texas +143. Baltimore is number 9. Beautiful.
We are going to the 6th after that double play. Adrian Hauser mowing them down. 5 to squat. Sorry, Toro. We love you. You know.
But yeah, so Texas was 143. Their record is 37-20.
Okay. Not as good as the best record in baseball, but still pretty good.
What's up, Luke?
Hey.
And actually, let me pull up somewhere. I have my preseason MLB predictions for the playoffs. Right now, those have not fared too well. At least with my World Series prediction. On one end, they might have. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, actually on one side they're decent, but on the other side, it's one side it's the other side it's not good at all. Who's the best record in baseball right now? The Rays, right?
Yeah, I thought I saw
41-19. Best in the NL is actually the Atlanta Braves, but the Brewers are second.
That's crazy.
Oh, no. Actually, it's the D-backs. It's the D-backs and the Dodgers.
For the Brewers to be a 2 seed right now seems ridiculous.
The Brewers are tied for 4th with the Pirates. We're tied for the division lead.
Well, we have a half-game lead, I thought.
No, we don't. Because they already won today.
Oh, their game's over. That's why. Okay.
They had the early game.
Oh, they had the Peacock game. I get you.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. The game on the Peacock. Bob Uecker here at the Milwaukee County Zoo, seeing peacocks strutting around. Started using the same method of walking around that Bernie Tippett had when he was manager of the Milwaukee Braves. First out of the inning. Me doing my bad Bob Uecker impersonation and all our viewers saying goodbye. Man, I gotta say this though, that out, that easy grounder to short, that out, you have an argument he might have been safe there. Just that umps are so used to calling that out that might just be road action, but no argument. My eyes deceiving me as I'm watching on a telephone screen. It's been a crazy week in the Sorgi household. We'll be divulging details of the results of it pretty soon. But we had to take the week off of doing vlogs or our Friday Fade stuff because I had so much going. Shot down the right field line. We got some. Oh, it's foul. Oh, darn. Terang being a little vociferous in his argument. Seeing a replay, and it initially looked fair. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know about that one. Yeah, I'm not convinced. Not convinced. 2-2 count, one out. Forgive me. That foul ball may be off the club. I think I just saw an ad for Godzilla tape. Pop up right behind home plate. The terrain stays alive. I love at bats that go like 13 pitches where they're just playing so crazy hard, where both the pitcher and batter are just battling. Just crazy battling. I think we're at pitch number 7 here. So we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Ooh, that's deep. That's not deep enough. Done. Out of in right field, right on the track. 10 feet more, we got ourselves a 6-0 game. Still 5-0 lead. I'm not too worried about it. Caratini now up for the crew. 2 outs. The bottom smidge of the order. I don't know if I've ever heard the phrase bottom smidge of the order. So after this pitch, if this game was in Milwaukee, they'd have the sausage race. If you're the Reds and you do that type of a race, do you do like the chili topping race as the inning ends?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
I mean, I was just discussing if they did some sort of race. Do you do like the chili topping race? Do you have like the spaghetti racing the cheese, racing the sour cream, racing the onions?
No, I think we just have all the Reds mascots race each other.
That by itself would be fun. They had one like looking like Mr. and Mrs. Redleg. I know that's not their names, but
well, actually, it is Mr. Redlegs.
Mr. Redleg and Rosie Redleg. But
yeah, and then they have other ones. They have Gapper.
Okay.
They have, and then apparently they have Mr. Red. So there's Mr. Red Legs, Rosie Red.
Mm-hmm. It's like today they had their mascot kid out with this big red-haired afro throwing out the first pitch.
And then we have Mr. Red Legs, we have Mr. Reds, and we have Rosie Red.
But I mean, you look like spooked by that thought.
What? What thought?
Of a red-haired afro.
Uh-huh.
Like some kid with a red-haired afro, like the kid of Mr. and Mrs. Redleg, just going like throwing out the first pitch.
No, that's just crazy.
It was crazy. It was crazy.
I'm currently trying to pull up my preseason MLB predictions. Oh, the Tavern of the Game, the Thirsty Bird Saloon in Oconomowoc. you can call 414-902-4300 if you are with them. That's the
If
Miller
they're
Lite.
watching our stream,
What?
if they're watching our stream,
Here were my preseason predictions.
you had Atlanta beating Milwaukee in the wild card.
I did. I can't even see. Oh, now I see.
Yeah, you did.
Then I had the Phillies winning the World Series over the Blue Jays because I thought that they would be good enough to.
30 years after the Blue Jays did it to the Phils of the World Series and Mitch Williams, Joe Carter doing his thing.
So, and then I had the Mets and Phillies in the CS and the Blue Jays and Mariners in the CS.
I'd have to go back and look at what I had. I don't have it written down anywhere.
But I'm gonna when we get to All-Star break, we're gonna have to do our new predictions.
Okay.
That's what we should do. We actually should do that. We should do mid-season predictions.
Nice.
With the Brewers winning the World Series.
I wish. I'm not ready to go there. I wish. They have the horses to do it. They don't have.
Well, here's the thing. Can I just go ahead and give a take? And some people might say it's controversial.
Sure. I'll actually be right back.
The Diamondbacks might have the best record in the NL. But the Arizona Diamondbacks are not winning the World Series, and they will be first-round exits. Because I have not seen anything from that team to make me believe that they're good enough to win the World Series. That's probably because I haven't watched them all year. I haven't watched them. I might have watched like one of their games. But yeah, that's my thought on the Diamondbacks. The Braves have a shot. The Dodgers have a shot. The Brewers have a shot. The Pirates have a shot. That's 5 teams. Who's our 6th team? Who else is good? San Diego's good. Like money from the kid Bryce Turang in his rookie season. So now up to the bat for the Cincinnati Redlegs. Is McClain. He is 1 for 2 on the day. 3 of you watching, make sure to drop a comment if you have not yet. Join the discussion. Talk about your team, what you think of this game so far, and what other games are going on around the MLB on this beautiful Sunday at the Sorsey Sports Studios in Philadelphia, June 4th. Adrian Hauser at 71 pitches. Tonight we have the NBA Finals at 8:30. That'll be fun. If you just are, some just fun facts about the Reds mascot. Gapper, Gapper's height is 5 inches and 5'7.75. So 5'8". The weight a few pounds less than the elevator limit. And this is all according to MLB.com/Reds/fans/Mets/mascots. Likes Reds wins summer, skyline, chili, and fishing. Dislikes anything having to do with the St. Louis Cardinals. Favorite song, Put Me In, Coach, by John Fogerty, and Unstoppable by Foxy Shazam, because that means the Reds won. Mr. Redlegs, the height, 3 Louisville Slugger bats stacked. Weight, 200 pounds. likes the Big Red Machine, mustaches, grand slams, and shutouts. Dislikes strikeouts, being hit by a pitch, showering after Gapper. Favorite song, Take Me Out to the Ballgame. Mr. Red, height 19 mitts, weight 215 pounds, likes Firework Fridays, a well-worn glove, and walk-off home runs. Dislikes rain delays, hot sports drinks, chin music. Favorite song, Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen. And last but not least, Rosie Red. 5'11", 101 pounds of fun, education. Rosie went to the College for High Energy and Entertainment Routines. And she's perfected the latest dance moves and every popular air guitar, making her ready for every Reds game. Favorite moments, Jay Bruce's walk-off to clinch the NL Central in 2010, watching the Great Eight take the field again in 2013, and watching the 2015 All-Star Game. Career goals, dance off with Tampa Bay's Raymond, hitting lessons from TC Bear, encourage other girls to play baseball, and favorite song, ABC by Jackson 5. Yeah, Hodak, I know that's on the Reds, because I was about to say that sounds like center field, but yeah, because that's on my playlist. But I was trying to figure out why they put it says put me in coach, so I don't know what that's about, but yeah, so whatever that's about, that's that. 3-2 to India. Deep to left field, but Christian Yelich is under it at the track. So at the end of the 6th, it's the Brewers 5, the Reds nothing, right here on Sorgy Stories. Okay, NBA, can we just stop seeing commercials about Jokic? I don't like Nikola Jokic. He annoys me. Go Heat tonight, folks. Go Jimmy Butler. Go Tyler Hero. Go Jamal Cain. I like those guys. 2 went to Marquette. 1 is from Greenfield, Wisconsin. Actually, let's go on a little.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, Mr. Not Mr. Redlegs. Gapper, the Reds mascot. I was reading his bio, and one of his favorite songs is Center Field, but on the thing it said "Put me in, coach." So I don't know why they said it's "Put me in, coach," because it's not.
So that PR department needs a little rock and roll history. And by the way, John Fogerty wrote Tina Turner's biggest hit song, at least during the Ike and Tina Turner days.
Oh.
Proud Mary.
Okay, good to know. I'm never going to use that piece of information in my life. That's what everyone says when they watch Sorgy Stories.
Yes.
Random facts of information that you'll never need to know.
That's what makes broadcast fun sometimes.
That is very true.
Totally is the hook of the chorus of the song Happy Hodag. Totally is.
Yeah.
Who we got here?
Joey Weaver up to the plate, 0-1 count. Reds with 5 hits, the Brewers with 6. 5 hits on no runs. That's not very good. That shows that there have been some runners left on base.
I'll take allowing 5 hits and no runs any day.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the Reds.
Right.
That's not good for them.
Oh,
for us, it's great. I love it.
We'll take it.
So here in the top of the 7th.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we have not had the... Oh, nice stab. It's short. Oh.
Man.
Hurts to watch, but a great stab.
Yeah, nice play there by McClain. What were you going to say before that happened?
I completely forgot.
You said we haven't.
I completely forgot.
Okay.
Man.
Okay, so approximately, I'd say, like, what, 45 minutes left in this game?
That's reasonable. About 45, I guess. Because it's going to go to the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah, and
Oh, yeah,
that
we
just
have not.
got a whole
Yeah,
lot faster. That just shaved a minute off the game.
Truth.
So, Yelich with the second out to left. Great American Ballpark is, hold on.
Right on the banks of the Ohio River. I told our audience earlier that I'd love to someday park in Newport, Kentucky, take the pedestrian bridge across the Ohio River and go to a game there.
I think I'd want to be, and I think I want to do this more in, like, San Francisco. I'd love to, like, be on a boat during the game.
There are ferries you can take to the game from Oakland. Direct to the stadium.
No, but I mean, just, like, get a boat, like a private boat, like, rent one.
I'd rather go to the game than sit in a boat.
Yeah, but, like, you could catch a home run.
The odds are better that you're going to catch a home run sitting in the outfield bleachers.
Yeah, but still, like, it would be fun. It would be fun though. Like, it would be
fun to do as a second game after being at the game.
Yeah.
That I agree with.
Cincinnati is almost 9 hours away from Philly.
It's a bit of a road hike.
8 hours and 45 minutes.
That route doesn't take you through Charleston, does it?
No, it takes you through Columbus.
And we go to the middle of the seventh inning.
There isn't a route that takes you through Charleston of the three that Google's showing me.
Through Mommy's hometown.
There is one that goes through West Virginia, but it's northern West Virginia.
Hauser's coming out for the seventh.
It goes on Highway 50 through Parkersburg.
Okay.
Which meets up kind of like halfway between. What city is that? Clarksburg. Where it meet? Yeah, it merges with 79 in Clarksburg. Is when it meets.
Currently singing God Bless America inside the stadium.
Yup.
There's a kid that has that Mongo side cruise chain.
Yeah, that's not as big as the other one, though.
No, not as big as the one the woman had.
Great American Ballpark, just a couple blocks away from Paycor Stadium, home of the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
The Bengals, congratulations to them, finally getting an indoor practice facility.
They've never had an indoor practice facility?
What? I think what they had is like what Marquette has, like one of those dome things.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
But now they have like a better one. Like they have a high-tech one. They never invested in their facilities before.
The MLB TV feed right now is showing a mascot race between Orbit, Fredbird, and Clark the Cub.
I'm seeing Jackie Robinson, Pauls from the Tigers, and Stomper from the A's.
We must have then just individual feeds for whatever reason on our broadcast.
The MLB just gives you different commercials. Because that commercial is from them.
That was weird.
Here, how about I I think that we should take a trip to Citizens Bank Park on Google Earth.
Ooh.
That sounds fun, right?
Okay.
Here, let me do this. Let me pull up. Google Earth is going to take like 5 minutes to load, so I'm just going to sit here
All
and
right.
watch.
Hopefully it doesn't stop your videos.
No, it won't. It's just slow. It's just slow.
Okay. I still want it to
It's slow no
down.
matter what I have open. It just doesn't, because it has the whole Earth to load, kinda.
True.
Okay, I'm in. I thought it was gonna take 5 minutes, but it was fast.
It has the whole Earth to load. I had never thought I'd hear that sentence. That's a strange thought. You have to load up the whole world.
In 1982, I don't think you would have envisioned that.
No. It could sometimes feel that way if you're working at Jones Island.
Okay, officially now on top of Citizens Bank Park. Not Citizens Bank Park, Great American Ballpark. And now I have a nice view of the stadium. Oh, this is really nice because it has like the Cincinnati skyline too.
The Ohio River, made by the Allegheny and Monongahela rivers. One of those made by the Kanawha River, which flows into the Elk River, by which you theoretically could get close to your grandma's house.
Okay, 2-1 count to Fraley.
And there went the shutout.
Off the Reds' bullpen roof.
Wow.
Here, let me go back to 3D so people can get this. Okay, here is your
I love Google Earth
view. It's a little glitchy.
Yeah, the odds are very good. If you hit a home run over the right field stands, it will bounce into the Ohio River.
Only thing in the way is the Ohio River Trail.
Mm-hmm.
As you will in a second see the skyline of Cincinnati, the Great American Insurance Group building.
Mm-hmm. I think I've been inside that building.
You very well
years ago. Pop out to Teles. While you're showing that, top 5 mascots.
You can actually play. Brewer, Barrel Man, the sausages. I'm just gonna count all as one.
Fanatics number 1.
And then we're gonna go with the Fanatic and who else? Who's my last one? Phoebe, Fanatic's mom. No, not Phoebe. We're gonna go with the Galapagos gang.
They named the Philly Fanatics mom after one of the characters on Friends. Phoebe?
No. Oh yeah, they did. Phoebe.
They named the Philly Fanatics mom after the songwriter and singer of Smelly Cat.
Huh?
Really? Really? No.
And also,
I gotta go.
From home plate to the river, it is. Oh, there's a street in the way.
Okay, then maybe it won't.
Barry Larkin Way.
Very deserving name. Yeah, I'd have to go Philly Fanatic number 1. The best ensemble of mascots is the Brewers, by far. Best mascot overall experience. Because you have everything from the sausage race and all the sausages to Bernie and Barrel Man.
Well, yeah, I'm just counting the sausages all as one.
Yeah.
Like mascot. So
in that case, the sausages, then the Philly Fanatic, then
then Bernie, then Barrelman, and then the Galapagos Gang.
I could go for that. That makes sense. That makes sense. The only way that the Philly Fanatic could beat the Sausages in a race is by driving that ATV.
Yeah.
That's the only way.
Or if I was in the costume.
If you were the costume, it might topple over because I don't know if you have the height to manage it.
When you're in that costume, are you actually seeing out of the face, or are you seeing out of a different part?
You're seeing out of the eyes.
How tall do you have to be? 8 feet?
No, like 5'10" to like 6'2" to really do it right.
Like the sausage's eyes are like high. They're like 7 foot up there. They're 7 feet up.
Then maybe it's not as high as I thought. Maybe I'm looking out the mouth or something. Deep ding dong, but it's not going to be a ding dong because it is caught in right field.
5 like
100%.
Who's the best NFL mascot? I vote Swoop. Do you also vote Swoop?
Packers, none.
Yeah, exactly. So
they're so good. They don't need a mascot. They're such an awesome fan culture. They don't need a mascot.
Honestly, the Packers mascot was the Aaron Rodgers controversy was entertaining enough to be a mascot.
No. But if they had a mascot, it should be Charlie Barons.
I think the mascot would need to just be cheese.
A running block of cheese.
No, like a cheese, like a cheese head, except that's the body, and then a cheese head as the hat, and then a cheese head as the face, and then cheese legs, and then cheese head feet.
So you have like mega sized cheese block with smaller cheese block on the head, and then like legs and feet as cheese blocks and arms as cheese blocks.
No, all cheese heads, triangle shaped. The entire thing would be triangle shaped.
It's like someone spiking the brownies you have at school or something.
I don't have brownies. Oh, those brownies. Those, yeah.
No. Happy Hodag, truth. Truth.
Nation. Welcome back, as podcast where you don't have to be a Packers fan, but it sure does help. I'm
the man who got us to 1,000 subscribers, for which we'll always be thankful, is not Northwoodsy enough there.
He's in Buffalo today. He's jumping through a table today.
They've confirmed that he will be jumping through a table?
He said it on his own YouTube page.
Okay.
Hodag, yeah. I saw that in the Dark Thunder chat. In the Dark Thunder chat, you said that.
Nice. Rowdy.
Now, I wish we could see Tom when he's here on Tuesday, Wednesday? Wednesday. Wednesday.
Well, he gets on base to start the 8th. Single.
But I don't think that's going to work time-wise.
Yeah, you're in school, so.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my exams for the day are going to be done by then.
We're not pulling you out of school to go see Tom Grossi.
I know. I'm kidding.
Nice, Hodag. What jersey was you wearing? I would have to wear the Buffalo Bills rookie year Lee Evans. Because Badgers. Because I owned that jersey, as a matter of fact.
You had it?
I had that jersey right when I first met your mommy.
Yeah, you told me that, I think.
Yeah. I remember wearing that, the Navy version, and a Navy Washington Nationals hat to a Badgers game. And everybody was like, cool jersey. I was the only guy in blue that could get away with wearing blue there.
Who were they playing?
UCF. They destroyed them.
The good old Knights.
They destroyed UCF that day.
Oh, yeah, one of Grossi's mods sent him a Packers jersey that says 30 for 30 on the back. Or 30 and 30.
Nice.
Or actually, no. So the number is 30, but on the back it says St. Jude.
Oh, cool.
Since he's supporting St. Jude.
Yeah. Otherwise, I might consider going for like an Andre Reed or Don Beatty. Since Don
I'm
Beatty
going to
was
go
born
James Lofton because he played for the Packers.
True.
That's the only guy I can name who played for both teams.
But Don Beatty played for both. He was the guy who chased down Leon Lett and caused the fumble in that Super Bowl.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Oh, is that just a high pop up? Yeah, it is. In the stands.
Whee! Boom. Tom Grossi, 30 and 30. I just want to see if I can find the the 30 and 30 has on St. Jude's website $56,323.
Nice.
On YouTube's fundraiser, they have
put a link in that way people could donate to the links but still watch us.
okay.
Sweet. Very worthy cause as Singleton goes down on strikes.
I'm going to go on mute because it's probably going to play a video. So I just need...
A very fired up Cruz in the game now for the Reds. Very physically demonstrative. It's like, almost as mad as Al Raboski when he was pitching for the Cardinals. The mad Hungarian. He would literally like turn his back to the plate. Fast turnaround, go right up. Keep the menace from looking at his face.
They have raised over $77,000.
That's awesome.
With the goal of 100,000.
If our viewers raise $100,000 for St. Jude's right here, I will never make that face again.
Please donate $100,000. Thank you.
No, very worthy cause. Very worthy cause. 2 outs. Perkins now up at the plate for Milwaukee, top of the 8th. Excellent. Man. What's the attendance at this game today? Doesn't seem like it's much. And yet I love how when I switch to the MLB game day view, the outfield stands are all filled. Like trying to make it seem it's a complete full house. Look it up.
Oh, I'm currently trying to pull up the attendance on Baseball Reference.
Yeah, they don't have it for today.
Oh, you checked their website?
I know I'm talking about looking on social media. I didn't see it.
Oh.
Usually someone tweets it out. Forgive me. Tiring week. Tiring weekend.
To this year's Reds.
Yeah. But talk about today's game.
Yeah, average attendance or full attendance so far this year, 577,000 attendance.
Going down at the end of the top of the eighth inning. Now we're going to the bottom. Milwaukee up 5-1. I mean,
So
they set a record.
Not 577, not terrible going into the summer.
Well, it's not great. It's not great. And remember that they got boosted by the biggest crowd in the history of Great American Ballpark for one game on Friday night. And the reason wasn't the Brewers. The reason wasn't the Reds. It was the Zach Brown band.
So far this series, they've drawn 44,000 and 25,000.
Brewers are by themselves still a draw too on Saturdays at least.
Average attendance. What's the average? Well, how many games have they played? 20.
Why does the MLB Network Showcase have two Dallas Cowboys logos on it? Sickened.
I don't know.
Sickened.
How many games have they had at home? 30 games at home, it looks like. Divided by. They average so far this year 19,246. 47 actually.
That's not good. That is not good. 19,000? No.
I thought that'd be decent.
No.
Let's see what the Brewers average. What's your guess on what the Brewers average?
28,000.
28,000. Okay. Their total attendance. Brewers have like 5 or 2.
Yeah, Brewers are averaging 28,849.
Here, hold on. What did you just say?
Brewers are averaging 28,849.
How'd you get that so quick?
BaseballReference.com. And
say that.
What's that?
Where does it say that? I'm literally looking at our team thing.
It says it right there.
Oh, you're looking at a different link than I am.
Whereas the Reds
I just said they're averaging 19,000. What place are the Brewers?
13th.
That's not bad.
Especially for the smallest market in baseball.
Yeah, we should be top 10 though.
I'm not sure why we're that low this year.
Top 5. Yeah, we should be top 5. We should be at the least top 10. We should be bringing in people.
I don't think we've been top 5 since the 80s.
Kind of surprises me that we weren't in 18.
No, you had some places where they sell out like almost every game.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a hard road to hoe.
Okay, let's see. 1-1 and 2-1 now as Elvis Peguero is on the mound pitching the Hopkins here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out.
Yeah, like Milwaukee was 10th in 2018 with 35,000 a game. That was ridiculous. But I mean, the Dodgers sell out every game or
What,
close to
what,
it. The Yankees get
what,
43,000.
what did the Dodgers average?
47,000.
That they didn't sell it out because that's 56. That seats
That's true.
55.
That's true. But they get massive crowds.
What
the
about
Yankees
the
get massive crowds. I mean, the Cardinals will always have massive crowds.
What did the Yankees average though?
That year, 42,998.
And that seats 51. I want to say.
Yeah. But like Wrigley's almost always a sellout.
Yeah. But how many does that seat? 38?
Wrigley?
41, 38.
Why do you look?
It's one of those two. I just forget which. 3-2.
Yeah.
And that is the second out of the inning after strike 3, you're out. So it's the top of the order. Kevin Newman, the former Pirate, with the Reds now up to the dish. Willie Adames was 2 for 3 with a home run, a double, and a walk.
In Appleton today?
Yeah.
Nice.
I think Nick is asking what the Phillies have averaged so far. Hold on. Oh, he's just saying the Phillies are playing with the Phillies. Never mind.
But since we're on the topic,
Phillies
the Phillies are averaging 39,500 almost.
The Phillies are doing what?
The Phillies average like 39.5 almost.
This year?
Big crowds.
This year?
Yeah.
39,000?
Almost 39.5 as the Brewers get out of the inning without giving up a run. We are going to the ninth.
There is no way the Philadelphia Phillies average 39,000 a night.
They are.
Wow.
Go to the stats. Simple.
Like, they don't look like that. Don't look like people showing up.
People buying tickets before the season begins. That's why.
Oh, yeah, that kind of makes sense. That would make a lot of sense. A1 Phillies lead the Nats.
Doing what the Phillies should do against the Nats because they're the Nats.
Phillies 8 games out of first place. Nats are 9 games out of first place.
I mean, like when the Brewers went to the World Series the year after, they had a bigger attendance than their World Series year.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Tickets anticipatory.
That makes sense. How did the Brewers do in '83? Lost to the O's?
They won 87 games, but they finished in like 5th.
Really? So
in a 7-team division, yeah. That sounds right. Let me confirm that.
Because back then it was only East and West, right?
Right.
And
they won 87 games and finished 5th.
And the Brewers were in what division? The West or the East?
They were in the East.
Yeah. So they were in a division with the Orioles and the Yankees.
Orioles, Yankees, Red Sox, Tigers.
Blue Jays.
I mean, that was a loaded division.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the standings that year. Yeah, you had Baltimore, Detroit, New York, and Toronto all ahead of Milwaukee.
Wow.
And only one team in the West won more than 79 games.
Whew.
It was White Sox.
Oh, White Sox. That doesn't make any sense. The White Sox are more East than the Brewers.
That's how it was in the West.
Yeah, that just doesn't have logic to it.
I don't know.
At the same time, isn't Kansas City more eastern than Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not so sure about that.
Just can't. Map. Here.
9679.7.
You're really going through all that trouble? I'm doing it the old-fashioned way. I'm just looking at it.
Balance is more west.
I was gonna say, yeah, because yeah, I'm looking at it and just it's much more west. Because I mean,
Ranger Suarez.
why are we talking about Ranger?
Because Nick was.
Oh, wow, Ranger in the 7th? It's a miracle.
All right, Bryce Terang, jack this thing.
Come on, Bryce, let's go.
He popped it up. 1 out.
Yep. Stevenson there making the play. Ranger Suarez hasn't pitched that good since October of last year.
Man, we need to get to Phil's game.
When he got the final out of Game 5 of the NLCS.
That he did.
The Phillies won Game 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they won Game 3
Yeah.
in the World Series.
Correct.
Yeah. And if Framber Valdez wasn't cheating with that sticky stuff in Game 2, they would have been up 3-0 in the series.
Very possible. Very possible. I'll be right back.
Point being that the Phillies should have won the World Series. They would have been up 3-0, and logic says that they would have won it if they were up 3-0. There's logic class for the day, folks. 1-2 down to Caratini with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. The pitch. Grounder from Caratini right to the pitcher, who will toss it to the first baseman. So it is 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 9th. Nick, point is the Astros are cheaters. That's the point. So 0-1 now to the number 9 hitter, Joey Wiemer. 1 for 3 on the day. Wiemer hits one foul on the right field side. Oh, 2 to Wiemer. High, but Wiemer swung at it. So 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the 9th coming up. The Reds try to stay alive with McLean, India, and I think that said Fraley. So, wow. We'll see how this ends up going. Let's go, Ranger. Let's take a look at the Sorgi kitchen. Very peaceful, very peaceful. That was your Sorgi Stories chicken. I said chicken. Kitchen look-in. As I'm watching Julio Rodriguez making food. And he made packs of Topps baseball cards. And he's back.
Baseball cards. What was I doing with those?
Julio Rodriguez was acting like he was baking something, and then he pulls it out of the oven, and it's just a whole bunch of packs of baseball cards that he's on the cover of. As I'm seeing Rosie Red holding a Bally Sports microphone.
They were showing some fan there who had a tureen of popcorn bigger than their head. Yeah, good idea if you're a Packers fan. Don't eat pine tar.
Go Pack.
Wall pack wall.
The Brewers 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Reds 1 run, 6 hits, no errors. Bottom of the ninth.
Strzelecki.
Oh, not Peter Strzelecki. I used to not like him, but he's decent. He has an ERA under 4, so I'm okay with him. 27 games, 2-4 record. And he starts it off with a strike in the inside top corner.
Now, is tomorrow a getaway day for the Brewers, or is it a night game?
Remember, we talked about this.
I mean, I know they're playing Monday, but I don't remember the time.
I have no idea, but they're playing the Reds tomorrow, so
yeah, it's a Friday through Monday series. It's 7:10 Eastern start, 6:10 Central.
Okay, 1-1, and that is going to be a swing and a miss on a high pitch. 1-2 now to McClain. A lot of four-seam fastballs thrown by Peter Strzelecki. 36.5% of his pitches are four-seam fastballs. So there's your fun analytical fact of the day.
Almost hit, or was he hit? No, that was a little inside. Chimney.
Just a bit inside.
Jays and Mets in a slugfest.
Come on, Blue Jays, get the win, please. Just please beat the Mets.
I root for the Phils, but I don't hate the Mets. I have fun with the rivalry, but I don't hate them. Out number 1. All right, right field.
That's going to be Blake Perkins right there. Barely having to move at all to get that blood. So the Brewers now 2 outs away from victory. And now it's the number 3 hitter, Jonathan India, 1 for 3 on the day. Been with the Reds for a few years. We've seen him play before.
Man, this is like a 2 hour, 20-minute game at this pace.
Man.
Too fast. Too fast.
Yeah, we're at 2:18 right now.
I'm glad we can get stuff done, but
yeah, 0-1 now to India. 1-1. Some outside, a little bit high, but still, it would still be in the zone if it was in the. It had the right height.
Ooh, right to center. Nice.
Let's go, Weems. Nick, can you describe the Mets fans that come to Philadelphia?
You're opening up a Pandora's box with that.
No, I said one word, only one word, and I think I know what word it's going to be because so many Phillies fans say this.
Well, true to a Packers fan, the AL East kills everybody. It's not an exclusive thing. I mean, they kill everybody.
Fraley, all 3 of these guys for the Reds came up to the plate with a 1 for 3 day.
Huh.
That's low, 2-0.
Statistical oddity.
So 2-0 count to Fraley here.
And that should do it. And it does. Brewers win, baby.
The series has been taken by the Brewers. Tomorrow, Brewers fans, you may be able to bring out the brooms.
Drive those brooms south and east to Cincinnati. For the Crew is 1 game away from a sweep. 5-1 at Great American Ballpark, Stadium 5 on our tour of going to all 30 Milwaukee Brewers games. Check out our video coming up on sometime later this week. We will take you on our journey that we went on to stadium number 15 in getting to 30. We are at 16 now. We'll show you 15. That's going to come this week.
Nick describing Mets fans with this word. I expected him because I know a lot of Phillies fans say this, cockroaches. That's what Phillies fans call Mets fans.
It can get feisty in those crowds. Feisty. Go Crow! True North Packers fan, don't be shocked if it ends that way with the season. At least until we get to the September divisional games. Then it might even out a bit.
Yeah, I feel like they're putting a lot of divisional games in September this year.
Which they should, which is awesome.
The Brewers haven't played the Pirates yet.
Like if they had
for another 2 weeks.
If they had a 32-team league, I would mandate that the last 6 series of your year be home and home against the other teams in the division.
Honestly, I kind of agree with that.
I think you would have some spectacular games, rivalry games. The passion would be ridiculous. It would also be good for travel because it's shorter distance. So especially the weekend games, people are going to be willing to travel to see their team in a pennant race.
Yup.
I think it'd be awesome. I need to keep doing the flag. Do the flag. Do the flag. Go Brewers, go. They have retaken sole possession of first place in the National League Central, a half game over the Pirates, who also won today. So we got a dog fight in the NL Central.
Well, the Cubs, Reds, and Cardinals are sitting at just kind of sitting at the bottom, hanging out.
You're not too far away. This is going to be a tight division all year long.
The Cardinals are 9 games back.
They're not.
Yep, they were 8.5 yesterday, and they lost today, so they're 9 now.
I thought I saw it was 6.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought they were 8.5.
Oh. 7.
7, okay. I met you in the middle.
Deal. Well, you know what though? That's why True North Packers fan, you would schedule the other series with division rivals for the summer on weekends, because then they can travel all they want. And I think attendance would boom during the summer if you have division rivals during those series. Plus, with a 32-team league with 4 teams in every division, I think the perfect way to do it would be 14 games against every team in your division, 12 games against every team in the opposite league, same division. So the Brewers are playing the White Sox and the Twins 12 times a year. And then 3 games against every other team. You got the question section back there?
It's called this, hitting the floor.
Nice.
Brewers win 5-1.
We will be back this week with a vlog. We are planning on being back with Friday Faith. We got other things in the hopper potentially coming as well.
Oh yeah. Get ready. It's gonna be fun stuff this summer. Tonight, not on Sorgy Stories, the NBA Finals. Just reminding everyone to tune in. Yesterday, I forgot about the Stanley Cup Finals until like an hour into the game.
Vegas actually won?
Yep, 5-2.
Okay. Nice. All right, we will catch you next week on TBA vlog live stream.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're doing.
Well, we'll figure it out what you know. Until that point, and until everything that we share with this week, and much more coming, what do we do?
Like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Ding.
Dang.
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 Go to linktree.com/soldier for all of our social media.
For little buddy, I'm Daddy.
See you, everybody. Go Brewers!